Yo. Um, Hopefully you guys have had a good week so far. Let me set up everything before I start doing my analysis. Alright, cool. So, let me see. Cool. Alright. Hopefully you guys have had a good, amazing week so far. And let me start with my analysis, shall we? So, on the monthly, overall, we are going to close bullish, very similar to the previous monthly candle. Has no bottom wick. I'm imagining that this next monthly candle after tomorrow, after this monthly candle closed, we'll be able to come up and for the range. Now the question is whether you are going to create a bottom wick or not. Look at the previous 3 months that we all been pushing up. We don't create a bottom wick at all. Now that doesn't mean that you're not going to create a bottom wick. But there is a chance that you could come down and create a bottom wick. But overall I'm looking at like a wick fill coming up on the monthly candle, right? So overall that's a monthly you are going to go to close bullish, and then depends on how the next monthly candle open up. I'm imagining that you just be able to come up and just fill the rest of the range. Close exactly is very similar to the to April. So I imagine that you'll be able to fill a wick and potentially push for a new all-time high if you do push up further. So let's me drop down to the weekly. So this is the range you are on in terms of weekly, right? Weekly closed bearish, right? Literally came down and broke the low and then just kind of flipped now. Now if the weekly closed doji and leave the huge wick like this, then I imagine that on the next week and the monthly opening you'll be able to come out and fill the rest of the range. And if you close this, then this now becomes your support. And for next weekly to just come up and fill the rest of the range on this candle right here, which means that on the monthly opening you'll be able to just fill the wick, right? So overall, you don't have to guess or anything. Wait until this weekly candle closed. I imagine that you are going to close somewhat doji or bullish here. On the weekly, you will already come down and broke the low on the previous weekly. So let's see what you're doing on the daily. Okay, cool. Daily is a little bit more interesting. You have a resistance here, my friend. Like, look left, you have a resistance right here. Like rejection here, here, everything else, right? I would imagine that if you reject off of here, this is the range that you have on the daily. And every time you tap into this level, like 1, 2, 3, and you tap into this level right here, what do? You drive up. So if the daily actually end up flipping here, then you have the range to go to a set to 361 and potentially even higher. You also have a minor support resistance right around here. This is very small support. Overall, like you only tap like this time around. You tap this time around, you close this time around, you close respecting, you close respecting. So there's a minor support on the way, but overall your range, I'm looking on the daily, it's from 2361, and you have here. Yeah, overall I imagine you'll be able to just come down nicely, which you already done that. Now the question is whether you'll be able to reject and flip on a daily, or you're gonna hover around this level right here. So back into the weekly, I was saying that the weekly could potentially close bullish, and if that's the case, the daily would just reject off of this level, right, and close bullish, allowing for the next week candle to just push it up and fill the rest of the wick, and that also the monthly candle opening come up and fill the wick, right? So that's what I have in my head right now. Now it can change. I can still be wrong, right? So in terms of 4 hours, you got this kind of range to your left right here. Like overall, you have a small resistance right here. So let's mark it up then, because these are the ranges. 2358. That's exactly where the daily range as well, right? Look, the same as the daily range as well. So let me just mark it up real quick. So the 4 hour literally came down, broke the low, cool, and now you're flipping. So was that all just liquidity then? Let me drop down to 1 hour and let's see what's up. In terms of 1 hour, you have a small resistance right here. You also have more resistance right here, but that's very minor because I'm looking at these levels to the left. Every time you close above on the 1 hour, you actually do make your way up. So let me see. So you have like small support resistance here. But if you close above here on the 30 minutes, then I'll imagine you just drive up here, right? Like I'm looking at it, these rejection, close below, rejection, and then look left, rejection. You break the low, tap into this level right here. Last time, this could be the same move as well. Like this could potentially be the same move, and you move it at 23.43. Could be the same here as well. So I'm just looking like how you react off of that, off of those level. Let me see on 15. Seven minutes, so the 5 minutes candle closed, so that's cool. There you have a minor support resistance right here, which is right there, right? Yep. Try to see what you actually measured here. So you came down there, tap, so that 23.25, 23.25. Could be this similar move right here, and you come up 23.25. Could be this one as well, but that is a huge rejection. Every time you do tap down here, like I'm looking left, you do manage your way up towards the next range, which is 23.24. Like look at tap here, and look at this push in particular. You tap here, then you do what, you come up towards 23.25. Tap here from this level right here, you also come up to towards 23.25. So let's see how the 30 minutes candle closes in here. If the 30 minutes candle closes above, then yeah, sure, you have range to drive up towards this level right here. Yep. Look left. Yep. Right here as well. Have a minor support resistance right to close above here. Then usually it's 10 to just push all the way up. So 4 minutes for the 30 minutes candle here. Very nice. Very nice. Like I look to take advantage of the wick fill on the 30 minutes, come up towards like 23.38. After if you do create a top wick, if you do break like these level and the 5 minutes had to close respecting this level of support resistance right here, and for me to confirm that you are going to drive up. Alright, so 3 minutes. Overall, every time you tap into a set to 3.5, and you do make your way up. Like I'm looking at this particular candle as well. It's just clean traffic pushing up to 23 to 3.43. You can see this as well. So you see here. 2 minutes. I would probably look like for a small bottom wick on 30 minutes, and then go in for the wick fill on 30 minutes here. Like, if you open up a small bottom wick, that'd be really nice. One minute. Right, 5 minutes candle closer here. 30 seconds. Ideally, I want to see a bottom wick. Alright, so that's a bottom wick. You know what I'm gonna do there? I'm gonna go in here. Just looking at the going by here, right guys? Just at the flip of the 30 minutes candle here. Once you do actually come up here, it's be your break even. Because I'm looking at the wick fill on the 30 minutes. You do have a resistance right here. Let me change my and TP should be like right towards like 23, 37, 23, 38. It's good though that the 30 minutes doesn't have a bottom wick, so that when you do wrap up, you'll be able to just go up. yeah, stop loss, I'm basing off like the 30 minutes closure, so I'm looking at like 23.32. That'd be your stop loss. Cool. The firm's still not got a bottom wick yet. Very nice. Not got a top wick yet, I meant. And you broke the low in the 4 hours as well, and then you just kind of flip on the 4 hours. I imagine if you do know that, that's just your liquidity grab. And look left, there's a huge support resistance on 23.28. I imagine if you do decide to actually push through this level, you would need to tap into 23.52. Those are the level that you, every time you actually decide to break through 23.46. So I imagine if you were to even to drive down, that's the kind of level you would tap into before you decide to do anything. Okay, 5 no bottom wick. That's cool. Bless me. Like if the 5 minutes candle decide to like close back below 23.32, like we can manage our risk then. But overall, the idea is still there. like the 30 minutes still not got a top wick, like, so even if you were to drive down, even so, I would imagine that you would come up, create a top wick on the next 30 minutes candle, and then drive down. I'm looking left. Every time you do drive down, you drive down like after you tap into 23.48, those kind of level, 23.43. Look at the time that you actually close above 23.43. Yeah, every time you close about 23.45 as well, you just make your way down. You do create a steep bottom wick towards 23.32. So we see here. We're currently in drawdown of 26 pips. So right, I guess. Now if you close back inside at 23.34 on a 5, that will literally be a fake out on a 5. And then you'll be able to push up, but for now, we see what's price doing here. Ideally, I probably wait for the closure on the 30 minutes and 1 hour to manage risk on this particular trade, and then let's see how it closed. That's what I'll be doing anyway. Okay. See how it's just kind of start to print structure now. 23.32. I'm looking at 1 hour. Obviously, it reject huge from 23.37, right? And I thought the 1 hour was going to flip, but it only has 17 minutes left. If it was to flip, it would flip by now. So we see. Now it could still flip in the last 15 minutes for all I know. 1 minute for the 15 candle close here. But it's very normal to get in a trade and be in drawdown. Like, you can never avoid being in drawdown as being a trader. So like, if you're freaking out because you're in drawdown right now, don't be, because like, it's very normal. You just got to have good risk management, that you don't over risking, and you'll be fine. It's so normal to. I don't think people normalize it enough. That being in a trade, getting a trade and then being a drawdown is completely normal. Okay, open up 5:15. No bottom wick. I kind of want a bottom wick though, you know. But if you close back inside the range on a 5, then I imagine you just push up, and that'd be the 30 minutes flip, and it'd be the last 15 minutes on a 30 minutes kind of flip, and you know that it will push then, because if it flips and we break the high, all of this pushing down here was all liquidity, and bottom wick for a 30 minutes candle to push up. Then you will continue to push, but I wanted to see a bottom wick though. Like, you're currently not printing a bottom wick on a 15 or the 5 just yet, so we see. Like, any given time, just find 15 could literally reject and just come back, for all I know. But if you do close in 3 minutes on the 5 here, close back inside the range, then there's a potential that you continue to drive up. But let's see how the 5 closes in here. Yeah, you see, it's actually kind of rejecting, because the 5:15 never printed a bottom wick. We'll see. Like, the good thing is the 1 hour did not flip. Now, if the 1 hour flipped, I imagine it flipped there and then, but it didn't flip. And if it's in 12 minutes here, there's still a chance that it still be able to flip, right? But if it closed bullish on a 1 hour, I imagine that you'll be able to come out and follow the rest of the wick. And if you do that, after creating a bottom wick and come out and fill the rest of the wick on the 1 hour, on the break of the high on the 30 minutes, I imagine that's you going stop loss into break even and all that good stuff. But in 1 minute here, it's going to be the closure of the 5, and I'm more interested in the 5 minutes closure right here. Like, even if the 30 minutes candle close like bearish like this, no top wick, right? On the wick fill of the next hourly candle, you'll be able to get out if you don't want to hold the trade. For me, break even for me would be like the break of the high on the 30 minutes candle, break of the high on the 30 minutes candle. That'll be the break even. So just so you know that what I am doing, right? But I'm more interested in the 5 minutes candle closure here to see what you are doing in 30 seconds. 5:15 still not got a bottom wick, so keep that in mind. But if you push it up here on a 5 and you close back inside the range, I would imagine this is literally just fake out on a 5, and the next 5 you'll be able to just push up. Alright, so you close. Mechanical respect in here, my friend. Yeah, you close respected on a 5. The 15 could still flip. But even if you undraw down, the best thing is to analyze what's happening. Have a logical stop loss. Once you have a logical stop loss, just don't think about the trade. Think about what is currently printing, what is logical, what price could potentially be doing next, rather than thinking whether you undraw down or you in profit. That's why I always do anyway, to train myself to keep everything logical. You can't let your emotion like get in the way, because otherwise it would be a mess. Alright, 7 minutes for 1 hour candle closure here. Like you might see like a small, not a small, like a bottom wick coming down. Like you could even come down and follow the wick on a 30 minutes candle, and that'd be a steep and up bottom wick for the 1 hour candle. If it's once it flipped and follow the rest of the range, you're able to just drive up. Now, if this 5 minutes candle here goes back inside the range this time around, you know what that means. That it's a fake out, and you'll be able to continue to drive up. Where's my TP setting up? Because you have very decent range in terms of play. Like you could set your TPEs at so there's 2 levels support resistant. You have 2338, which is a very minor resistance, and then you have 2343, which is a solid resistance on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. So you could manage your risk however you want to do, but 2338.76 is my my TP for now. Right, 11 seconds for the 33.76. Alright, you close back inside the range on a 5. Very nice. Now will you flip here? The 30 minutes very close to flipping now. Man, that's the last 5 minutes of the 30 minutes candle as well. So if we close bullish here on the 1 hour here, after you create a bottom wick and follow the rest of the range, like on the break of the high on the 1 hour, it will be break even. Just so you guys know. No, you still close respect on the 5. You didn't close it above, I don't think. Did you? Well, on my MT4 you kinda close respect. But the 15 no got a bottom wick, so this is what gonna happen, and this is what I will look for next. Depends on how the 1 hour could open up. I would like to see a bottom wick coming down for the 15, and that will be like the wick fill on the 30 minutes. And then once you flip on the 1 hour and break the high on the 30 minutes and continue up towards 23.37, that will be your break even level, and you look for for it to drive towards the next range, which is 23.48. Because look left, you don't have anything else on the way up. I just don't see anything. Yeah, you just don't have anything. So yeah, you could be in drawdown for a little bit more, just because 1 hour could create a bottom wick before you drive out and follow the wick on a 1 hour. So there's that, and create a bottom wick for the 15, since not create a bottom wick here so far. You've been pushing up on this 15 minutes candle. So once you do that, anyway, that's the plan anyway, just so you know, because I know that there's a delay in the stream, and there's sometimes I manage my trade pretty quickly live, and it wouldn't show after I don't know however long that delay is. Wait 1 minute. Cool. That's a 1 hour candle closed. Now, a bottom wick would be nice before you come up. But if you do come up here and break the high on the 30 minutes candle here, I'm very much likely to manage my risk and put stop loss to break even. But overall, like, I imagine to be able to follow the rest of the range on the 1 hour here. I'm looking left all the time. We tap into this level, tap into like 23, 22, those kind of level. You do make your way up towards like 23, 38 overall. perspective of daily, you don't really have a top wick as much, but you don't really need a top wick though. Even that, I'd imagine you need some kind of liquidity. Before you do anything. You broke the low in the 4 hours, and if you flip here and you drive, rebreak the high, it'll be interesting. That you still got the advantage towards the break on the 30-minute candle. So the longer it takes for it to print, the better it would be. So this 5 officially just closed back inside the range here. Cool. Now, will you be pushing here? Personally, I don't really like to stay towards like the 4 hour candle close, because look at the way the 4 hour candle close, you have a huge wick to fill potentially. So we see how the trade play out towards the 4 hour candle close, and I might manage my risk earlier. Just because the next 4 hour candle could just literally come down and fill the rest of the wick for all I know. By the look of it. So we see here, still only 5 minutes into the 1 hour candle. Yeah, that's a 30 minutes come down for a wick fill. Like I said, I'm expecting like that bottom wick coming down, break the low on the previous 15, which you are currently printing now. Now the question is, can you flip now? But you're kind of printing very late onto the 15 minutes candle, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to do much here. currently in 20 pips drawdown. Let's see how the 15 candle closing in 5 minutes here. So you came down, you break the low. What you gotta do here? The only good thing that you print in structure, when you print structure, you'll be able to see what's happening. Like the closer it gets to the 4-hour candle close, will get a little bit risky, because the next 4-hour candle could literally come down and for the rest of the wick, and that, my friend, is a sticky situation you don't want to be in. It's literally whether you can flip on the 1 hour now, because that is literally a bottom wick on the 1 hour, essentially, if you do flip on the 1 hour. So we'll see. Now if the 5 closing below here, I look to manage my risk. Yeah, that's a break of the low on the 30 minutes. Unless you come down and for the range on the 30 and 15. broke the low on the 30, you broke the low on the 1 hour. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to put my stop loss right at the re-break low on this 5, because I imagine that if you re-break the low on this 5 here, you're gone. So that is one way for me to manage my risk, because if 5 goes below the range, if you do decide to come down and re-break the low on a 5, you are gone, my friend. So got my stop loss right there. That's just one way to manage your risk. If you do decide to come down and break the low, I imagine you're gone. And that would be what? $34 pips stop loss. Yeah, I got stopped out there. Cool. So that's how I would manage my risk in a situation like that. The 1 hour literally came up, but it didn't come up and follow the wick like I thought it was. But hey, it's still a very good trade, regardless of the result, just because you stick to your plan and you stick to your rule, right? Let me update my record. So now it's about waiting for the 4-hour candle closure. I imagine that if you close bearish here on the 4 and the 1, respecting to the level 23.35, you'll be able to come down for the rest of the week on the 4 hours before you do decide to come out. So for me, that's what I will wait for before I hunt for more position. But yeah, man, still good trade. So still a very, very good day. Regardless of the result. See, when you don't over risk and you don't over trade and stuff like that, win, loss, break even doesn't really bother you. It's just part of the process, and you just got used to it. Just have to get used to it as part of learning experience, and that's how you mature as a trader. I really want to see how this play will play out here. Did I set my stop loss too tight? Because on the rebreak of the low on the 5, I would imagine you're gone. Final top wick. I think this would had stop loss, like regardless. Because even if I put my stop loss here and you start to like kind of hovering around here, like I'm looking left, that's what you did. What would the plan out? See, that's one of the things that I like to do, like regardless of win loss break even, I like to see how my play would plan out after the trade, because that's how you learn, right? And make sure you journal as well. That's very important. Make sure you journal, and doesn't matter whether it's a loss, doesn't matter whether it's a break even. Don't just journal because it's win. That was 8-5. I believe I got in that trade. And that was $32. Two. Oh, the 1 hour flipped again, huh? Now this is the point where it breaks a lot of trader. Anyway, I'm gonna dip off here. If you guys continue to trade, make sure you trade with stop loss. Make sure you trade. Make sure you follow your plan. Make sure you don't overtrade, over risk. And I shall see you guys in the next episode. Alright, so make sure you follow your plan. And yeah man, this is I'll say this is me for the most part. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next play, and hopefully you guys have a good rest of the day. Hopefully you guys learned something from the stream, and see you guys later.